is. Oh. I was like, I should sage. And I was like, let's just sage. Dakota White Sage. Those throat chakra, shall we? Oh, that feels so much better. Oh my gosh. Over here. Oh. That feels much better. Namaste and Lakech, my family. And welcome to Morning Coffee. How you guys doing out there? We're gonna have a nice time today. You can invite all of your angelic friends that like to hear nice things. I won't be so, get them. Some of you guys need that though. But we're gonna have an amazing little show for you guys here today. But before that, Namaste and Lakech, my family, and welcome to Morning Coffee. I'm your host here, Rion. Here's my co-host, little baby Yodi. Hashtag my little homie. Oh goodness. So it's pretty cray-cray out there. I know. I've been meditating a lot on what specifically is the best to do for us in dream time. They're showing me a lot of stuff. They showed me the fourth dimensional split worlds, 1, 2, 3 levels on your right hand side. If you're an antenna in the physical plane of existence, and you're picking up on the 4D channels, to understand that what I'm really getting a lot of is, there's a lot of actors in 500 miles due west that sign deals that they want out of. And we're negotiating that right now. So a lot of you guys in California, if you guys are seeing a lot of people that are in the entertainment industry, to understand that you're actually in that dream simulation to monitor what type of person they are really. Okay. A lot of people make mistakes in life. A lot of people are given things. A lot of things have a lot of temptation offered to them. What I could say to everyone across the planet is every single day is your opportunity to change and become a better being, become a better person, regardless of your past. And I want you guys to know that. I am not the same person I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I've met a lot of friends that, even in Sedona and stuff that knew me. I haven't really hung out with them in, say, quite some time. But the funniest thing is that they still think I'm the person I was like 8 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 5 years ago. I can't even remember that dude. The same way we discuss with you guys out there across the planet, you're changing so fast that your consciousness is trying very diligently to keep up with your spiritual growth. So if you meet people, and what I actually say, I actually even had this conversation with my father at one point, like 3 or 4, it was like 5 years ago. He started bringing up stuff from when I was younger, which, mind you, I don't really remember anyways. But I said something funny to him and he stopped. He never brought it up again. I go, hey, Pops, that dude you're talking to is like an echo program. That guy does not exist anymore. What seems to be your issue? Sometimes you have to let people know in that NPC or that lower dimensional version that their processing or programming has to reflect off who you are now. Many of my friends and family, light workers and angelics around the world, you may have been from home for quite some time. You may have been doing your purpose, doing your work. What I'm here to express is for all the loved ones that love these types of beings, us, and who have to reflect off our energies to understand that we have chosen a purpose of self-growth, the matrix. It supersedes your financial need or wants. When your soul and the original creator of our souls wishes us to experience something, that's going to come first. Many of us experience these changes through our children. Perhaps you have children. You can see in you raising that child that you're going to raise them differently with less programming, less propaganda, and more truth and coming from your heart. My heart goes out to everyone Obviously in Australia, a lot of the stuff that's been going on, obviously in other countries, France, here in the US, UK, Canada. Sovereignty is what you want. Sovereignty is what we all need. No, I do not want to be owned by some sort of modified thing that I bamboozled into getting. That was a complete lie. That's not going to hold up in the world court, just to let you know. The game plan for some of these things is simply they have to have your consent. Do not give it to them, ever. That's all I can really say about that. A lot of people are being forced right now to either get this boogie woogie or lose your job. Here's what you say: fire me. I'm going to collect full unemployment. I'm going to go sit on the beach in Maui. Fire me. Here's what you have to understand. Do not quit anything in the United States or around the planet willfully. If they say, we can't fire you, like, well, I can't quit. So I guess we're at a standstill. Hey, Tom, Bob, John, or Peter, whatever your name is, check this out. Just because you got it because you're a scared little weenie with your little Orange County wife and you don't want to face the world and you're a little boy hidden deep down inside, doesn't mean you should tell your employees that, right? Bobby, Tommy, Billy, Johnny, I'm sorry your father didn't raise you right to actually have courage and valor and honor. I'm sorry that your financial gain comes before your soul's purpose for incarnating in the first place. And I'm sorry that your father never gave you the strength that I'm trying to give you now. Okay? Don't even get me going, bro. Oh my God. But they're gonna. Go ahead and have them do it, bro. You ever heard of the Nuremberg trials? Yeah. Shit's not approved. I don't care what they're telling you. Do not consent to it. It's the trap. That's all I'm saying. For you guys that have taken it, check it. NAC is fantastic. Eating that graphene oxide. What else? Let's just knock it out of the park. There's new videos on pine needles, probably extract. Anything to eat that BS out of your system. Okay. I don't care. Demonetize, schmonetize, bonetize. Your boss is incarnated and I'm staring at you in a physical suit. When you cross worlds, little, you know what I mean? Some of these guys, it's going to be one of our faces staring at you when you're 88 years old on your deathbed. It's not going to be your family. It's not going to be your mommy or daddy or your face staring at you. I don't think you really understand the gravity of the situation of the galactics who incarnated. You have no idea who incarnated. Okay? You guys think there's 3 ascended masters out there in the past 3, 4, 5,000 years. What if 10,000 ascended masters came from different planets and incarnated into these popsicle suits? Because we have the technology to stare at timelines and have been watching this game very diligently because we have our own DNA walking around this planet. Assyrians, Lyrans, Andromedans, Angelics, for God's sakes. Tartaria is real, Lemuria is real, Atlantis is real. Why do all your high-rise buildings pull down free energy from the ether while you make everyone around you pay for it? We're not confused, we're not sleeping. Welcome to the show. You know. See, I was trying to be like, hey, but I can say it with a smile on my face. Yeah, you just go, hey, Tom Billingsley, whatever your name is. Yeah, fire me, bro. I can't wait to go to Maui and just look him dead in the face. You're gonna have to. I'm collecting employment. And when this thing's on an infomercial in 2 years, I can't wait to take everything from you. That's where this is going. Have you ever had asbestos poisoning? If you have, call this number on a world court level, okay? When's the last time Switzerland ran out of money? We're about to find out. Moving on. Now, for all this other financial awesomeness which is coming our way, yes. But here's the thing, no one's giving us anything. This is the funds and resources that have been stolen from us, number one, over the past 1,000, 2,000 years, given to a handbots of families, number one. Number two, let's be completely honest. The families they gave it to do actually have what it takes to actually get the job done. Number three, is your DNA strong enough to carry out the work? Number four, you know, if you guys want to know what some of these beings are behind the scenes, if you've ever seen the movie with Justin Timberlake called In Time, watch that movie. Okay? Some of these guys were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, don't know any different, and consider the rest of us as sheep, as, you know, oh, the workforce. Let me explain something to you. Some of us chose to come down here as carpenters, builders, right? Cooks, anything to get close to monitor how this world works. And we're watching right now. All these little nerds, that one little nerd sheriff you have in Australia, that dude's toast. Who else? Marcone, toast. Turdo, who's your daddy? Trudeau, toast. Saucy and his wife, toast. You guys, the families that do this weird stuff have to keep it so close to the hip that they actually have their wives and sisters and brothers in the companies, and they have to keep it so tight. Because if anyone found out how ridiculous the plan was, they go, yeah, I'm not doing that. Why do you think these things are the way they are? Sorry for your burst of common sense and logic, but here it comes, all right? What are you going to talk about today? Freeing humanity. What do you want to do? Do it now. You know what I mean? You know, some of these guys, let's be completely honest. I mean, I've heard different empaths and stuff saying, you know, that there was supposed to be an event and it didn't happen, and where are you? Kind of whining. Let me explain some things. Staring at this whole planet as a whole, you have to understand that you have to specifically give whatever your component is enough rope to hang themselves. Okay? What else? Another thing too is choice, 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 choice. Do you truly believe in yourself? Do you truly believe, right, in your spirit? Or are you just faking it? Do you truly believe the spiritual world exists? Do you truly believe that we're multidimensional beings? Or let fear guide you? These are all words that will echo through our decisions over these next coming months, years. What I'm here to say is whatever that can be damaged or broken can be fixed and healed. Yes, there are things coming out to heal you, absolutely. So don't be all Debbie Downer if you got the bangy bangy. We're gonna do okay. They're finding that pine needle essence, and there's more information on that, mind you. Don't quote me exactly, but I do know that one of the strongest antioxidants you can get your hands on is from a pine tree. Okay, so what else? For all my homies in those made up, or not made up, those quarantine camps outside Sydney, sit there, wait your 3 weeks, eat your food, don't get the juju. You're gonna be okay. What else? Many generations have come before us that have gone through great tribulations and trials and suffering, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? World War I, World War II. Okay? I want you guys to understand this is ours. Okay? And I want you guys to know that regardless of what the propaganda is that these guys are shoving in your face, these are all puppets. They're all paid actors, and they all do deals behind the scenes that got them that position in the first place. Why? Because they can be purchased like a cheap bauble. Facts. I don't have to tell you. Como and his brother, puppets. The other guy, little nerd guy, what's his name on CNN? Puppet. You're a soft little puppet deep down inside. And here's the thing about reptilian hybrids. I love you. Here's the issue. Will you stop doing things that only serve yourself? For God's sakes. We're here in a collective environment for all different species to come together and get along. I know it's a very hard lesson to learn, and there's a lot of little teenage souls out there trying to do their own little things behind the scenes, trying to serve something that only serves their own motivation. Well, at the end of the day, will always leave you to a dead end. The universe wants to breathe through the people of this planet. The universe wants you to embody your true potential. The universe is looking at us like you're the strongest of the strong. Let's get this done, shall we? Some of these things we were not taught. It's not our fault. I was unconscious at a younger, stage of my life. And I was like, teenager, early 20s, completely unconscious. Many of us were. Don't let those years dictate how you live your life now. And when you see it happening to others, help them not make the same, decisions that you did. You mean times I have guys working here at my house in Sedona? We just crushed 1,000 pounds of stones after the last 3 days. I'm down there crushing 100 million year old stones exploding in my face. And if I did this huge rock crusher last 3 days. I'm gonna tell you what's in that stuff, but I'm sitting down there. Each of the homies, I love my boys, Ben, Will. Shout out to my boy Adrian. Shout out to my guys all across the planet. Check it. I'm seeing myself in their eyes. They're having a seat and they're going, this is going on with me. And this is happening to me. What do you think I should do? And I'm sitting there staring in their eyes. in zero judgment, going, yo, bro, I got you, check it. I went through the same exact thing. This is how I dealt with it. Okay. Many of you light workers are turning on right now and light warriors. What's going to happen? Moss to the flame. Every single temptation thing that they have, they're going to throw at you with that in this kitchen sink to keep you from moving out of a downtown metropolitan area, stepping up into the mountains and stepping into your power. They have no control over you outside of the grid. Power grid was set up so in a certain way. In Sedona, we're at the very tip of that Phoenix grid. Okay? I can't wait till we built the cities of light completely off grid and never have to deal with these lower AI nerd programs ever again. Okay. There it is. No, you cannot own us. No, we are not. I don't care what these dingleberries signed during the Obama years. No, you cannot own a human being. You didn't create it, even if you modify one cell. I don't know who you are. You don't own us. I don't know who your draconian slave masters are. You don't own me. Basically, what I see is the complete opposite. These jackasses are on borrowed time. All of them are on borrowed time. Okay, so I'm trying to express to you, you might not hear this, these guys doing this stuff are on borrowed time. I'm trying to tell you right now, I'm the nicest of my brothers. You do not want to meet the rest of me. I'm the nicest of my brothers. Okay? So if you think I'm a little too, I will at least express how I feel. I will at least talk to you. I will at least go, hey man, let's try to work together. I will give you a second chance. Somewhere where the being come from, or in that Orion sector, there are no second chances. So I'm the version on camera, live on planet Earth, speaking to you, going, yo, I want peace, prosperity, and freedom on this planet. I don't care what these dut-da-das are telling you. That's not your soul speaking. And that goes for any species that happens to bump into this broadcast into the future. Peace, prosperity, abundance. Make a bumper sticker and stick it on your ship. There we go. I can tattoo it on someone if you guys need it too. Some of you guys like the tattoos. Here it is, right across your lower back. Peace, prosperity, abundance for all. Next. So, that's it. The truth is so much more simple than these guys make it up to be. Our souls are old. As you keep waking up and you keep activating that dormant DNA, you keep remembering your dreams, you keep working on yourself, you keep molding your body in the gym and becoming stronger than anyone in there. You know what it feels like for me to go in the gym and bench 600 pounds and everyone's staring at me like I'm some freak? Not because of how much weight I'm doing, but the fact that I'm doing it like this. I'm repping it, brah. I got 6 plates on each side. I kind of go in there at night. I don't want people looking at me. I don't know how to compare myself to other people. What's gonna happen when you guys turn on that dormant DNA and you keep going up? You guys are just like me, but you gotta believe in yourselves and you gotta turn this boo-boo off. That's all I'm gonna say. No, it's not a strength thing, it's consistency every day. Usually no one can spot me. So I have my higher self spot me. I have my dragon come down on the right-hand side. He steps down 12 feet tall. He grabs the end of one bar. I have my big angelic Lyran come down on the left-hand side. They wrap the bar lights up. My eyes are closed and I go, spot me, bro. I want 3. Yeah! And as I'm pushing, my energy arms are wrapped on the bar, pushing like this. Okay? Expand through this little cocoon of falsity. We are light beings pretending every single day. Okay? I'm like your bolt of lightning in the morning. Hi, welcome to the Don't Fall for the Shasha. Collect unemployment, go to Maui. Tip your waiter on the way out. Deuces. This whole thing can only hold for so long. And I understand that people have different interpretations of the law. I can also say that, check this out. I've told a client this a year ago when I saw this coming. She goes, I'm in Germany, what should I do? I go, hey, Sweden's not doing anything. Why don't you go to Sweden, get an Airbnb in Sweden and stay there for 6 months. They're not doing mandates. They're not locking you up. What's the deal with Sweden? They have herd immunity. Go to Romania. They just kicked all these jackasses out of the country. You're in Europe and you feel you're trapped. Australia, they're blocking you from leaving. Okay? But I'm trying to tell you, if this was World War II and you actually saw it and you're in Europe, how many Europeans are in the right now because they boned out during World War II? How many of your grandparents left? If you see tyranny coming, deuces, I'll get on a boat, bro. Bye. Hey, what'd you do? I rented that cargo container. That's my house for the next 3 weeks. We're going this way. I don't know. Okay? But the choice is to let these nerds and these turds just try to rule your life. I give them zero power. None. Zero. Bye. These guys only have power over a certain amount of beings that have been hypnotized over a period of time, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And the hypnotism is real. If you guys don't think hypnotism is real, right? Go watch people being hypnotized. Some people can be hypnotized, some people can't. It's crazy. It's all about hypnotism and smoke and mirrors. The one thing they have to have you do, they have to have your consent. Now here's the thing, that thing in Australia with the kids with no consent, that's gonna come back to haunt those guys. Absolutely. For those guys think there's no repercussions for your actions, you've never crawled out of the underworld. You have no idea what you're doing. You're a little dum-dum in a flesh suit. Okay? What there is cause and effect. It's not good or bad. You caused this much damage. How are you going to pay for that? What are you going to do to fix that? The universe is all about cause and effect. You can't hurt 20,000 people and think it ain't going to come back to bite you. Because if I was one of those kids, I'd be waiting like around you like a ring wraith. I'd be haunting your house. I'd be up in your dreams. You wouldn't even be able to sleep. You would go nuts in weeks. Okay? Just letting you know. We're light beings, but don't piss us off. You've never seen a nightmare like me. I'll pick you up in the air I'll pick you up in the air and shake you. You know? Is it real? I don't know. Just saucy. Got sauced, you know? But see, I get all jacked. But they have to make their choice. They have to do something. They have to understand why. They have to be aware. They have to wake up. They have to be woke. This is the woke movement, or the awakening that we all need to understand that this world is a facade and we need to take our power back and create the paradise it was meant to be. This is the pushing point. This is what you need to understand. You have to understand that we were lied to. You have to understand your government doesn't have your best interest in mind. You have to understand it's not just you. Look, there's good, amazing people in the government, cops, three-letter agencies, amazing, beautiful people, but check this out. The little groups that don't have your best interest in mind, pay attention, use your discernment, don't listen. What do you think a Minuteman sounded like during the Great Revolution? He's like, oh yeah, let the redcoats in, no worries, bro. I don't know about you, but me and Tone and some of my boys are like, yo, they just docked the boat. Wolverines. Like, I don't know what you think is going to go down over here, you soft little Europeans hiding underground, but you're completely confused on the power and strength of this country. You're absolutely out of your mind. And even if you bring little UN turds over here, oh my God. Woo! Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? You're going to feel like China after Japan whooped their ass. You know? Imagine Catalina whooping, Don't do it. Eee. Whooping that air, okay? Don't do it. I'm giving you a little fire and a little history lesson here because I don't want you guys to fall for this rhetoric or this. I don't want you guys in the Debbie Downer thing. I don't care. I want you guys to understand that you have a choice to be happy. You have a choice to be peaceful. You have a choice to resist tyrants. You have a choice to protect your family, yourself, your loved ones. Make that a priority, not being told what to do like a drone NPC character. For God's sakes, your soul is ancient, wake up. That's all I'm saying. I don't believe any of these things. Like 99% of the things out of these little puppet propaganda guys, I'm like, besides the and in your name, everything else was a complete lie. Like, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I don't tell you. Let's pull some cards. All right, that makes me happy. What do you think? Hey, I don't know, but bro, don't do it. That's all I can say about that. It's like a jungle in my backyard right now. There's all kinds of animals and things. All right, ladies and gents, we have our normal Star Dragon Oracle cards. Skadoosh. Got a new deck clears here. Let's go ahead and clear the deck. Little Odin. Give them what they need to hear for this week. All right. You make it sound so easy. I'm just like, you shouldn't have put those guys in charge in the first place. Hey! By the way, a lot of you guys too. If you're going to a rally or something, get a blowhorn, dude. Get a megaphone. They're like, this is how it has to be. I was like, no, it's not. You were bought and sold. You're most likely a Mason. Shut it down there, soft. Hey, soft tissue paper can't do a push-up. Maybe you shouldn't give advice to the population. It's embarrassing. So, I mean, someone with a blowhorn to keep it real, that'd be nice. What we need right now is not the spiritual woo-woo. We need people to keep it real. Yeah, I don't know, but you want to talk about that meeting you had last night where you cashed a $30,000 check to come out here and actually read off a piece of paper like a paid actor. What are we actually staring at right now? Your truth is so sharp, the darkness runs from it. They know they're lying. They know, again, their time's almost up. Just telling you. And whatever this world is for me, bro, check this out. Let me keep this real, absolutely real with you. I'm here to help my family. I'm here to speak my truth. I'm all about sovereignty, peace, prosperity, and abundance. I don't think we need some crazy, we don't need any violence. That's how they win. They lock us into martial law. No, what we need is to be teamed up and say absolutely not, like they did in Romania. Romania booted all those guys out of the country. They weren't, you know what I mean? It wasn't a fight. It was just, we don't believe you, get out of the country. So a lot of the stuff that I want you to understand is this. I'd rather be with you guys upstairs knowing that I came here and did my job and did my purpose and spoke my truth than go home after this and go, you know what, I should have said something. I should have been more courageous. I'm not going to have that when I go home, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, nor shall you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In this life, you get one life to live. Hey, let's kick some arse. Let's make some wise decisions. Let's raise these children to be the world leaders they were meant to be. Protect our children, protect the kids, shut down all of this other stuff going on under the ground and, right, outside of this place. Shut it down. I told you. The guys doing this stuff are lazy weirdos that actually couldn't pull a chick if their life depended on it. Why do you think they prey on things that can't say no? They're the worst nerds you've ever seen in your life. Facts. I don't know. I don't know of any woman that would ever hook up with some of these guys ever, unless they were being paid to do it. Okay? Why do all these guys don't have beautiful wives or girlfriends or loved ones? Why? Because to have a proper woman in your life, right, you need to earn that, men. And same thing with women. You guys want to, us unicorns out there, you know who you are. You're a unicorn because you speak your truth, you come from your heart, and you love fully. Okay? And that comes with vulnerability. That comes with, right, all the God gifts that our Creator has given us. I don't care what religion you believe in. The original creator of your soul gave you many gifts. That is what we share with our family. The rest of this propaganda we got hit with and shot with when we got here, flush that shit. That's not us, bro. Okay? It's almost like a mosquito, like a gnat bugging you as soon as you get here. All right, dragons, here we go. Earn it. Earn your spot. Here we go. All right, dragons. What do our Starseeds Angelics need to know for this week? First card. First card is Vision, contemplating the future. That's a good card. Hey, what are we working on this week? Vision, contemplating the future. What type of world do you want to live in? What type of family do you want to have? Where do you want to live? What is this? What are we doing here? What type of interaction do you want to have with your higher selves? Do you want to be a fully integrated, multidimensional being interacting in the physical plane and many dimensions above? What do you want to be? This week, get your journals out, notate, vision, contemplating the future. All right, it's our first card. Very good, very good. I feel like I'm like a dealer in Vegas. What else we got? Let's go ahead and get our content together. Okay. World events, the whole collective consciousness. What are some things that we all need to be aware of and focus on for the next week? Like what's really going to help us kind of come together as one? And they're like, that's not an easy card to pull. I know, but do your best with what I got here. Okay. All right. All right. Well, sure. Destruction. Releasing your anger. Releasing your anger. Right? So, what does that mean? For all of us in the collective consciousness to release our anger of the past, release our anger of being duped, tricked, lied to. If we are all reflections of each other, if everyone just stopped listening, including those, you know, the law enforcement and all these guys that are checked to, you know, do this stuff. And I'm not saying in the United States, I'm saying that some of these paid guys in other countries that are collecting checks, locking up their fellow citizens. Let me explain something to you. Let me talk to you for a second. If those dudes had an awakening and said, hey, I'm not going to follow these orders, this is against our constitutional rights, I'm with the people, like the guys in France did. You realize that these little puppeteers have zero power. None. If no one listens to these little puppets in their little games, they have no power. Who's going to enforce it? When Newsom put those mask mandates and that weird stuff in, one of the sheriffs of Palm Springs says, yeah, I told all my sheriffs, we're not going to enforce that. We need more real Americans, real courageous beings, real Australians, Kiwis, people of France in the UK to go, you know what? I'm not showing up to work today. I'm not going to be a part of that ridiculousness. I choose love, abundance, and prosperity, and I'm no longer going to be led down a path of shadow and destruction. So let you guys know, once that hypnotism breaks, there's going to be a lot of resentment towards these people. My light side would say, reinforcing your heart, learning from your mistakes, and growing is why we are all here. Do not let one event, one person, or one experience have you turn off of your path, have you cash in your chips, right? We will go on, we will go forward, we will be victorious, and we will be successful. All right. Next card for my dragons. Destruction of the old world, the old paradigm, the old control system is what's going on. Okay. To make room for the new. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. I didn't even ask a question. I'm on autopilot. All right. For all my fellow homies on the night side, on the light side, the whole collective, for all of us hybrids out there, for all of us here, what's a message that you would like to share of our future? Let's say from now until the end, let's say from now till New Year's, a message over the next 2 to 3 months. What's a message that we should all be looking forward to? All right. Space. Oh, wait. Is this like a mini disclosure? Space? From now until January 1st, New Year's. From now until New Year's of this year or next year, they're like this. So maybe we will have some contact, right? And I'm not talking about that fake contact with Skunk Works and, you know, and all these guys, Lockheed Skunk Works, or whatever, using our own spacecraft, you know, to do flybys. I'm not talking about that. I want to, you know, I would like contact, obviously, personally. I would like to hang out with my homies. I don't see any of our star brothers or sisters as outside of us. I see us as fractals of them as well. And I know that we all signed up here to be here right now to assist this planet in the present moment. And I want you guys to know that I know we will be successful. And I know that we're going to win. I'm just telling you, I know we will. I don't care what they put on these little propaganda channels. Okay? What I'm trying to tell you is making it look as graceful as possible is the walk of a master. You know, like when you say, hey, random person, do a kickflip. And the guy like falls, he never tried it before. Then you ask Tony Hawk, hey bro, do a kickflip. And he lands it like it's effortless. That's grace. Making things that are very difficult seem effortless. I'm here to remind you that some of your souls, your angelic and starseed souls, right? First waiver, second waiver, Gaia's kids. Your souls are very old and ancient. I want you to lean against who you really are and understand that you have the power to make this graceful, not have it have an emotional charge, not get into fist fights over this thing or lose family and friends over this separation game that's being obviously drawn out in front of us. But I'm here to tell you, you can obviously say, hey bro, I've gotten both those variants, my immune system chewed them up and spit them out. Yeah, guess what? You're gonna lose your taste of the sense of taste and your sense of smell for about 2-3 weeks. Yeah, you'll drink a cup of coffee and it'll taste like grape juice. That was a new one. Then what happens? Oh, my white blood cells kicked its arse. Oh yeah, just manja, light-mared, Freddy Krueger white antibodies, the whole thing. And to be honest with you, right now, I feel stronger overcoming it now. I have nothing to fear. I can walk into any crowded place and go, why are you wearing a mask? Because you're scared to lay on your back for 3 weeks? That's awkward. I don't know. I don't got it. My body has the amazing antibodies. I believe in myself. And there you go. I should never have to wear a mask for the rest of this incarnation. I don't care how many variants come out. Your soul, your body, and your DNA is rad. Believe in yourself. That's all I'm going to say. And if you have had it, don't worry. There are things to take care of that coming out more so and more so to eliminate that thing and the weirdness that's in it. Okay? That's it. I'm trying to have a positive message here. Brought to you by your Galactic Federation. Hi. Don't believe the propaganda. I feel like we're all watching that movie Starship Troopers. Remember how they have the news broadcast like, hey, breaking now. The bugs are coming. Would you like to know more? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Would you like to know more? We don't need a bunch of outsiders coming to this planet because there's a handful of jagaloons they can't deal with. We don't. There's things that are happening behind the scenes right now. There's dimensional tech that can go right through this reality and actually broadcast right into this physical plane and grab what we want casually. Okay? Sleep now. 30 guys just go to sleep. All right, load them up. Wasn't it supposed to be a... Dude, we're like 100 million years older than this timeline. Like, we're good. We're not going to hurt anybody. Come on, they're all going to rehab. Let's go. Hop on the rehab shuttle. No, you're not supposed to treat people like that. We're going to talk about that over the next 80 years. But this whole world wants you to think that your life is so short and it doesn't matter. And, you know, this whole thing, no, it does matter. I'm here right now in the present moment going, hey, no matter what happens, our God, our original cover soul loves us. And let me tell you something. Let's go. Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling that negative thing. I'm like, these little gnats are going to fall and we're going to rise. The entire planet's going to rise together because we all now have something in common to share. You just took the entire planet and goes, these are the bad guys. That's what you just did. We're not going to fall for the separation. I'm telling you. You're playing with fire. All those guys trying to control people, you are playing with liquid plasma. You ain't playing with fire. It ain't going to be what you think. Okay? Dimensional door opens in their luxury condo, and we're like, yeah, I got him. No, the wife's cool. No, you, and you. Yeah, come with us. They're just like, I thought it would be like a 3D thing. We're like, nah, we were tired of watching this game. You're coming with us. Like, I don't know. Everyone thinks it has to be a certain way. Once you go ask Lockheed, you know, and some of these other companies about dimensional and portal travel. Once you go ask the place out in El Segundo right in front of the airport. We know these things, dude. Here's the deal. I want my family to feel good inside their bodies. I want my family to feel loved. I want my family to feel appreciated. I want my family to show the gifts that they were born with, that are their birthright, and literally just let that love shine across the planet in the most amazing, beautiful way that the people here right now can't even perceive your vision of how beautiful and amazing you want this place to be. I have to stay at that frequency. Anything other than that, and you're in a bar fight. I want some of us, you could be a beautiful angelic light being, a Palladian, Arcturian, Andromedan. Look, our goal is to keep our eye on the horizon and keep our frequency high. So we know where we're going as a collective. Lyran, you know what I'm saying? That Galactic Federation of Light, it's your frequency, it's your vibe, man. You got to keep that vibe high. If you can't do it in a big city, go into nature, man. I can't argue against the 5G, the cell phone towers, the radio station. Look, you're in a control grid. They're putting lily waves through the power grid, making you feel anxiety. They know there's charts that show what hertz level create which emotion. The only thing you can do is remove yourself from that situation, okay? Do your own research. Everything I'm saying, any of these little jokes, look it up. Everything I say has a background in what I've researched. I'm just not going to nerd out and drop links for you. That's for you guys to do. All right. Unicorn time. All right. Palladian juice. Give me some good stuff. All right. So what do our mark my light side on my left? Palladians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Lyrans, some Syrians, even though I am from Sirius B on my night side in 6. He actually upgraded, just saying. My highest light. What are some things our starseeds and angelics need to know for this week? Thank you. Fighting spirit. Gotta have that fighting spirit, and that's not like my light side to do that. So this week, the fighting spirit. You have the 100% right to say, no, I don't want that. Okay? No. By the way, have you looked at the Nuremberg trials? The answer is absolutely not. No. You will be held accountable by forcing me to do this. Collect unemployment. Fighting spirit. There it is. Snap yourself out of the matrix, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Fighting spirit. Good one. That's a good one. All right, for this week, fighting spirit. All right, same question as before. From today to New Year's. Journey. So we are all on a journey together. Together, we are all on one ship. We're all on Earth, okay? You have to remember there's some species and amazing ET beings out there across this beautiful universe and galaxy that have ships the size of this planet. So to actually casually think that this planet is a ship that we are all riding on, wow, what a beautiful ship. Earth is absolutely, Gaia is absolutely gorgeous, man. I mean, can you imagine scuba diving on a ship? I don't know, sailing across a ship and it takes 2 weeks? Like, I don't know. What we have here is a very awesome opportunity to grow together. We are all on the hero's journey together. I've been with you guys since 2009, 2008, on this journey with you. If you guys are new to watching me, go back in time. Can't understand what I'm saying, or you think that I have a specific opinion, go back in time. That's why I leave all those live videos for you and old activation videos. I'm trying to leave breadcrumbs for you guys to understand how I got to where I am now and how we can all get stronger together. I understand I'm a team player. This is Team Light. We are sitting at a round table. There is no top of this pyramid. We are all equals. And I'm sitting in the teacher's lounge with all my fellow teachers. You guys around the planet, you know who you are. And we're all sitting in the teacher's lounge enjoying a cup of coffee right now. So with that, go ahead and punch in what country, what state, what area, what quarantine facility you're punching in from around the planet. Just know that I love you. And show the whole planet and all these little nerd algorithm guys. We know that these views are 10,000 to 12,000 per live stream. Okay? I mentioned some certain things in 2 videos ago. They locked it at 167, there's 350 comments, there's 167 views. We know this. Same thing with YouTube, I love you. Hopefully it's not buffering too much on YouTube. They've been blurring it out, right? You know what I mean? It's games. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to my voice, listen to your heart. You guys are amazing, divine, sovereign beings of power. Do not let any brainwashing or hypnotism change you. You're beautiful just the way you are. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You don't need any additive to perfection. That's what you guys are out there. There's no one out there in the universe just like you. You are unique. Okay? Let's get down to business, baby. They're like, they demonetized another video. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I don't really care. I thought that shit was tacky 12 years ago, but moving on. Make things, create things. All this, by the way, all my stuff's fire, guys. I'll get into that for a second, but let's finish these cards. All right. I worked very hard the last 3 days for you guys. Okay. Galactic Federation of Light, will we have contact in the physical plane of existence between now and New Year's 2023? So you have like 14 months, something like that. How's that? Will we have contact in the next 14 months? On what scale? On a scale that my friends and family will be able to be in a backyard and go selfie mode and there's a Palladian ship landing in the backyard. Is that clear enough? Okay. And I'm not talking about the fake stuff from Skunk Works or Boeing or any of these, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I'm talking about. Real ET stuff. If Solar Warden allows them to come down because they actually don't want to come out and say that, by the way, we've been patrolling for 70 years and you've had free power since October 1954, and this whole thing is a charade carnival ride game run by a bunch of just self-absorbent, ignorant jagaloons that have some sort of birthright complacency over this space, but can we have some actual interaction from the rest of the universe? Some support from the rest of our galaxy to actually exist. Is that clear enough? Fantastic. Let's get a card. Let's get real specific. Remember, it's not about the answer, it's about your question. Be very specific with your questions and don't let your higher selves or aspects wiggle out of it. The more specific you are, it's like a razor. Okay? No, I want to know this. All right. Next 14 months. Let's get it. I know we already have, but I mean to a level which I described. Selfie mode, ships in the backyard, uncloaked. Clear? Next 14 months. Here we go. Still trying to wiggle out of it. In 3D. We know we have interaction on many different multidimensional planes all the time. There's multidimensional beings around me right now. Is it caught in this limited light spectrum? No. That's what your third eye is for. I love you. Sorry, I said to get specific. 14 months. Or sooner. Answer. Purity. Answer is purity. So, purity of your awareness or perception. So, I get what you're saying. The purity of your heart, the purity of your frequency. Your body is so powerful when detoxed and healthy and exercised and clear thought. What they're trying to express is the purity of that moment and the purity of our connection is all around us at all times. So I think within the next 14 months, as this earth zone purifies, as the consciousness purifies and light once again reclaims, and I just don't want the surface of this world to be light. I want the roots of the tree of life to go down 30 miles. You know, like I want the whole enchilada like pulsating at a higher frequency. There are meditation practices you can do with breath techniques, activating your third eye, aligning your spine, aligning your chakras, right? Where it's similar to, for example, when I go into an infrared bed at Snap Fitness and I close my eyes, that infrared bed actually charges my third eye to a degree where it almost feels like you're on DMT. I can see everything goes blue spectrum and it's so crystal clear. So if you guys have those infrared tanning beds, now mind you, it has to be within the right spectrum, right? But that light charges my third eye and I literally, it's nuts. I get like 5 or 10 minutes of just perfect vision through my third eye. Eyes closed in a box. I can see everyone in the gym. I can see everyone's higher selves. I can see my higher selves. I have complete clarity of earrings, face, outfit. Yo, what's up? So the light beds, the med beds, the new things that we're going to be playing with harmonics, frequency, light tools is what we make here at Team Light. Obviously the med beds are way more advanced. This is more of a natural, old school Atlanteus Lemurian way that I also have my own personal light therapy stuff. And you can find that at store.teamlight.com. Okay, Triforces for your third eye, large bed sets, the regular Giza bed sets, anything that has the blue, that solid blue azurite mixed with a bunch of other stuff. So I will express that in a second, but I want you guys to know with our card readings, I can feel the clouds and the fog and the shadow getting thinner and thinner and running. I'm telling you, before everyone, I feel this thing washing, and as remind you, our Galactic Federation of Light and the Palladians especially are broadcasting very high frequency tones into our alcanosphere and our planet, which forces all this stuff to purge. So our galactics are helping 24/7, 365 in raising the frequencies as we come into specific alignments with different star clusters and different amazing places like Sirius or what you might want. But the Andromedans, as our planet comes in and shifts into different locations, we're all getting hit with this higher frequency, vibrational, light codes, which are activating our dormant DNA at a more accelerated rate. I told you this, and I told you a year or two ago, the more resistance we push against is the faster I want to activate. If you guys have been watching me for 5 or 10 years, the more I'm messed with, the more I want my DNA to activate to resist what is bouncing into me. That is something I always held close to my hip, close to my heart. Let me explain to you one more time. Mother, Father, God, the original creator of my soul, every single time this world, this artificial simulation program leans against thee, allow me to become stronger to resist and push back. I just don't want to resist the negative things on this planet. I want my energy to push them off of this rock. I want us to expand so large there's no more room for them here unless they want to come upstairs. It's not just doing a little. The last 70 years on this planet has been complete BS. The mud flood, BS. Why they sank the Titanic, BS. Okay? This whole artificial financial thing, BS. Lemurian Atlantis and how the lower dimensions were taken over by certain species, BS. I'm tired of this time loop. I want us all to graduate and understand that maybe your higher selves aren't ready for this clarity, as some of us undercover bosses actually incarnated down here for a full 80 to 120 to 200-300 year run. I don't know how long we're going to be here with some of this technology and the age reversal stuff. I could be 300 years old still sitting here talking to you guys. I have no idea. But I'm here to tell you that the divine purpose for you being here right now is believing in yourself, believing in your heart, and shining that light across this planet. That I can promise you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, just know I spent the last 2,000 or 3,000 pounds of stones. I crushed 2 flats of kyanite. Black kyanite is one of the greatest anti-black magic AI nerd programming force field substrates you can find on this planet. I crushed about 200 pounds of black kyanite. I got straight from the mine in Brazil. I crushed Apache tears, solid jet from a Navajo reservation, black tourmaline, shungite, that's just one layer. I want to go into everything I crushed. It's like I crushed full citrine, I crushed pure jade in the green, crystal phase rhodonite, green aventurine, golden calcites, fire and ice calcite, ice calcite from not Madagascar, from Iceland, the charite to help you guys, all of the aqua aura, the titanium quartz, selenite. Oh my, it's like, I'll make a shopping list or a list one time or a video for you guys. I wanted to actually show you guys everything, and they said, wait, I want to meet you guys. I want to do huge things. I want to have huge conferences in these cities of light. I want this shadow to leave this world. And I want to show the world why we really incarnated. You may have family and friends and girlfriends and people you've known since kindergarten who actually don't know who you really are. Your mom and dad might have an idea of how special you are. I'm here to tell you, all I want is to see is that special version of you. I don't care what your discipline is. I want the best version of yourself to please step forward. So, we will create a place for us. And in this place, we will work together and create paradise on earth. I am Rion, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here. And yes, every country will have one, okay? I'm already working on it. You guys are ground crew staring at me. Who is better at telling me than you guys right now which area, which territory from my house would be perfect? The ley lines cross right here. What they are not telling us right now is that you're actually staring. This is a business meeting that we're not aware of. You are the ones we've been waiting for. I just love you very, very much. From Greece to Estonia, all around the planet, baby. I love you. Sending love and abundance from Sedona. All right. Oh, all right, here we go. Facebook, we love you. You guys have a blessed week. Keep that fighting spirit. You are sovereign, beautiful beings. I love you. Peace. All right, YouTube, we love you. Love you guys. I hope all you guys are having a great day. I just want you guys to know that I love you. All right, peace and prosperity to you always. Deuces.